How is it going, YouTube? So I'm going to give you guys some bonus footage on this sluice box. So I basically got this to curve. I made the marks where I'm going to drill, and then I'm going to put some rivets in it. So this is kind of the drill. I have some rivets. I have the rivet gun. So I could just drill one rivet, and then I have some washers, or one hole, then rivet it, then drill the next hole, rivet it, and it's going to be really, and then I'm going to use the washer so that it's going to just, always, or so the rivet's not going to rip through the hole later on. So the washer's going to, so this rivet's going to be really good. And I've got most, while before I clamp this, I kind of looked at, where I need to line up the holes because the sheet was kind of bent or whatnot. And then there's just some marks that I made according to the width of the pan. And then I didn't expect this curl or anything, this curve. I didn't really, and I used a small piece because it's kind of the depth. And this is just going to help trap any smaller minerals. And I'm going to drill holes just on this top piece when for finishing it off and things like that, where all the water and the mud could just flow out, and all the good stuff is going to be inside this little pocket right here. And then I'm going to be able to paint it. And then another thing I want to point out is using clamps to really set the piece, really tight on these little small clamps. Using the amazing jig, I could, just to give it a little support, so when I'm drilling it, it doesn't, bend too far off the hole or anything like that. And I'm going to use pretty much gloves. Use gloves, and I've got this wrench right here for helping to bend some of the metal. Some of the metal isn't that straight yet, but use some duct tape, and just and even like where the C clamps are, I used a small piece of cardboard that I had around, and it's basically protecting as much of the clamping. So as you can see, it's really flush against where I need it. So it's going to be basically a small sluice box, and it's going to be so thought out, whereas it's not going to snag on anything. It's not going to snag when I'm putting it in or out of the, hopefully it's not going to snag on anything, and it's going to do a pretty good job in washing dry dirt. First I'm going to scoop out like some dirt, sift it off, and then I'm going to run it through the water flow, I guess. That's my main idea of panning for minerals, but it's maybe in a year or two I'm going to really get to use it, but until then I'm going to just finish up stuff that I could be finishing up, and I can make another one out of that thing. So it's a decent idea. I actually know how to make it now. All you need is 3 cuts, just the main cut for the size of the piece, and then one on each side, according to where, if there's going to be a curve or anything, and then you just bend. There are there's some side material, and I've got a drill hole going through the side material, and then I'm going to be able, and that's going to be riveted on, and then I'm going to be able to finishing up, kind of like grinding down whatever I can on this top. I'm going to probably coat it with like a liquid, something glue or something, but I missed a spot there, or something like that. And even on the side edges, and even on this piece, I'm going to have to grind as much as, or coat it with glue. It just depends. I'm probably going to coat it, grind off as much as I can. I doubt this is going to work, but I've got like kind of like oh, it worked. I got just a blade that I found, and it knocked off that little sliver. But yeah, um, I would rather do this outdoor and things like that. But you know, because I kind of lost that sliver, and I might, just walk on it or something. But the bottom of this is actually a curled up. So yeah, I know I'm just kind of like, I really want to drill this and stuff. I just need to, just get some rest and get it done as good as I can. I've been working, you know, for a long time, for a while, just off and on, and just having to rest between different things, and um, just trying to show you guys something a little interesting. Really, like, a real professional. I could have painted, just everything, maybe next time and stuff, but I'm gonna try to prep the interior with some white, and then finish, with all these rivets in and stuff like that. Just paint it green or something, um, and hopefully it just starts to look decent and completed. And then I'm gonna add the cookie tray and the sifter right here to it. I might paint the sifter. I'm not the same color and things, but just gathering up, whatever resources. These pliers, they have a decent curve and stuff, so I could really push and press in when I need to and stuff, just to make things a little bit more lined up. That's just how I'm trying to do it. The more time I waste, I have, some of the adjustments might go off, so I gotta double check and deal with a lot of other you know things with. But this glue dried in one day and stuff, and it's going to help me protect the string when I weave it. I'm gonna have a loop and then a string, and then loop the string around, and then a loop will go on the other side. So I'm gonna try to make a really nice pattern for this handle using this yarn and things, and can't wait to finish that up and pretty much get the first rivet in, and then I'm gonna start really like focusing on trying to paint whatever I can. This outside is going to be green, but the inside is going to be white, so that I can kind of see a little bit better. Hopefully, see a little bit better. And basically, wish I had all my tools in my, like, just a really good toolbox or a really good workshop and things like that, but I gotta keep working all the time to get it and stuff. So, and even if I do want to get it, it needs a lot of things are going to always need to be occupied and upkept. So kind of showing you the after the drilling, I'm going to have rivets with washers, and I've got to get something to, like, just in case when I'm not using this, I'm going to store this inside of another type of Ziploc bag or something. And these rivets right here are for my aquarium covers, just because they're, and this is just a sample rivet. I really need to, probably get the right sizes and finish the sluice. And thank goodness I organized where my rivet press is. I think I found another pair of these. They're somewhere. I think I found a pair of another pair somewhere. I kind of remember finding something cool like that. Just don't know where it is. But there's the one that I have here. So here's you got to measure the tray, and then probably the piece of aluminum, and then the washer. So it's going to be a pretty wide rivet and things, and even the drill, it's exactly on the rivet. So I might have to swirl the drill around inside the hole to make it just a little bit larger. I'm going to actually drill the first rivet just to show you guys. So I got a large and a small drill, so I'm going to use the large drill for this. And then, so now all I have to do is put in the drill and then plug in the extension cord. I also added a couple of spacers just because I don't want to ruin my jig. So I'm going to be able to drill right there. So I drilled the hole, and all I want first is to make sure this rivet could go through there. And it looks like it can. You went through there, and then I'm going to put a washer, and then I'm going to use a rivet. And there's like a lot of space left for that washer. So now I gotta look for the right washer. I already tried those out. I got a cookie tray just to help keep this a little more cleaner. I can try this. So besides a lot of these compartments just randomly opening, this is what it looks like. It's really not what I expected, being such a big washer, but it's it's probably the only ones I have. I try to look on this other side for the right washer. So it's practically the same. So after 3 squeezes, trying to shake out the rivet squeezed down on that washer. The thing is, trying to get this piece out. So after 3 squeezes and things, the washer's on there, it doesn't spin. And basically after that, I could fold the sides, and double check, pressing in any bent pieces. Actually, I'm going to add some glue, maybe some epoxy glue. Press that in, and then, just having everything that I can protected from, any sharp edges or anything. So there's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, well, at least 4 more to go on this. I've got to double check when I move the clamps off. I got to double check if I'm going to rivet this corner edge, which is a little rounded, and then to that I'm going to double check to make sure that there are there's reasonable reasonable spacing. But hopefully the rivet, I could have probably put like a rivet on this side too, and then a rivet on that side, but I really don't have to. And hopefully but if 1 or 2 of them breaks off, then I would actually, and I'm gonna just get another like container and dump all these into like one and maybe try to glue back whatever this case can be for. It's really small, but try to glue back and use it for something less destructive. So yeah, I've got these washers and rivets going. I could probably finish those up really fast. Cover the floor with some type of protection and things like that, just so that yeah. And then I'm gonna go into pattern, and then I'll be finished kind of. Hopefully I can show you guys the painting and things like that. But it's really hard to make a video right now of everything, just because I don't have like a GoPro and things like that. But just showing you guys some of the main things to deal with.